Ba-dum, and welcome to Girlchatsports. I don't know if you guys realize this, but this is episode 50!
It's a milestone!
Yo, cinco cero, quince, I don't know. Something. 50 in Spanish is something. Hey! So right now we're recording for you guys for your benefit to play us later. We're also currently missing the ESPY Awards. We caught a little bit of it in the beginning with Peyton Manning, who is hilarious, or his writers are for that matter. But yeah, ESPYs are on right now. I can't wait to get back home to watch them. So later in the show, we've got a great guest coming up. We've had him here before, Palmer Alexander from NTheZone Network, the legend KIL, of course. And we're in Vegas, and it's 110 degrees still. Like, what is up with this weather? And it's monsoon season coming.
So it's hot and muggy.
Hot and muggy. And it's monsoon season, and we've got the Mayweather-McGregor fight coming up.
Man, did you see that, press conference yesterday?
I mean, here's what I thought. When I saw it, I'm like, is this like a scripted WWE SmackDown?
What it looked like.
Like, I felt like, if they had, charted areas they had to go to, their X's on the stage where they had to move to at some point and then throw down certain, one-liners at each other.
Bring my backpack so I can pull my check out to show everybody.
Oh, my gosh. So, if you guys haven't heard already, Mayweather and McGregor are fighting out here in Las Vegas on the 26th of August. Originally, they were going to be at the MGM Garden Arena. However, apparently Mr. Floyd Money Mayweather himself has struck up a deal with Ice Cube because Ice Cube and the Big Three, who we are fans of, had their championship game to be played here in Las Vegas on the same day.
Looks like a better venue.
In a better venue, because T-Mobile is a little better than MGM.
New and
yeah.
Nice.
It's like going to the Venetian versus Excalibur. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a Vegas thing. You'd have to be here to know
Old
that.
versus new.
Old versus new. So, basically, they agreed. We don't know what the undisclosed amount was to make that happen, or if maybe Ice Cube gets, ringside tickets for him and his whole crew.
Paid.
But they are getting paid. So now the Big Three tournament championship will still be on the 26th. But it will be from the MGM Garden Arena, and both me and Steph are hoping that it's going to be during the daytime because if it's at night, it's already hard enough to go anywhere in Las Vegas or on the Strip during a fight weekend, let alone this weekend with a Mayweather fight and a McGregor. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be chaos.
It's going to be nuts.
We're not paying $99 to watch it, but we want to see it.
I may have a hookup on the link.
I'm hoping somebody does a party. It'll be over in 4 rounds, according to McGregor.
Hey, I'm hoping for it. I may take a couple bets, but that I can't wait for.
Speaking of bets, the Westgate got on it. When McGregor said, there's no other way about it, his little legs, his little core, his little head, I'm going to knock him out with inside 4 rounds, mark my words. So the Westgate actually took him on that and said that they're going to put some prop bets, or have some prop bets now. If something happens or in the first 4 rounds, you can make some serious cash.
Yeah, we'll see what that. Well, I thought was hilarious I don't know if you guys caught Conor McGregor's suit during the LA tour. It literally had "fuck you" written very nicely in the pinstripes of his suit. I want that suit now. That was a sick suit. Hello and fuck you. Okay.
Man, the money team had access to cutting off his mic and whatnot because he was trying to talk and they were cutting him off.
That was so funny. And then today they were in Toronto, had another big, display of, their issues between each other. Mayweather had an Ireland flag wrapped around his body, and McGregor was going through Mayweather's, money backpack, which only had $5,000 in it. So that was a major thing.
There were 11,000 people on a Tuesday afternoon at Staples Center to see this debacle. And they even had to expand the venue in Toronto to fit all the people that were going to be there today. Do people not work that they could just go to Staples on a Tuesday at 2 o'clock to...
They're going to be owing the IRS just like Mayweather then. So the big thing is that people believe that, Mayweather has a court hearing, and just so happens that this court hearing happens to be after the fight is over, where he could win this $1 million, How many million does he win? I can't even remember. It's like bazillion, gazillion dollars. And he's supposed to be like having to pay some money back from 2015 to the Uncle Sam.
So they'll be standing ringside once the
waiting
fight's over.
to collect. So anyways, enough about that. We are really excited in Vegas, although I don't know, maybe we should just like rent our houses out or something, because it's going to be a crazy weekend out here. That's a big Airbnb weekend, I bet. So something to think about. Anyways, like we said, yes, the ESPYs are on. What we did catch so far was that your boy, Mr. D.A.K.
looking fine and slim.
I'm not going to lie, he did look fine. And them glasses, look at Dak, you look good. You made your mama proud. Woo! He won for Breakthrough Athlete, so congrats to him. I will say congrats to him. Funny thing that your boy Roma was on there talking to him, because I guess he is confirming with, I quote, "Like I said before, I'm done." Yeah, Tony, you were done before the end of the season.
Come on now. People are still hoping. That's why he keeps saying it.
Yeah, the people that want to see y'all lose. I mean, I'm hoping Tony comes back and ruins it for y'all too.
Oh, not for us.
In a little bit of Seahawks news, I read a little article that ESPN put out with the future power rankings. Seahawks number 2.
Can I tell
Just
you
putting it
that
out
the
there.
Cowboys are the world's most valuable sports franchise the second year in a row?
But Dallas has been the valuable sports franchise, like the Yankees, for X amount of years. They're just now publicizing it because y'all actually have a team to back it up.
We are valued at $4.2 billion, and the Yankees come in second at $3.7 billion. We're still America's team. We're the world's team, according to this.
Maybe you got the money, but do you got the recent rings? Any recent rings? I don't know about that.
This year.
This year, yeah. And also congratulations to Cam Chancellor, who got married over the weekend to his longtime girlfriend. There was an awesome picture. The colors were beautiful. It was like beige, and I can't remember if it was a turquoise or, I don't know, some kind of color. They had a picture of the guys from Legion of Boom all suited up for the celebration with their
They
L's
looked good.
They did. It was a good times. So happy to hear that. But now it's time to concentrate, Cam. Get in the game. I need you and Russell and the new baby. I need everybody to have their heads on tight for this season.
The new baby needs to...
Well, you know, you have a new baby. Maybe you're not sleeping well. I don't know. But Russell, it's time to make it happen. Make it happen. Speaking of Russell, I thought it was hilarious. There was a meme I saw because, Russell took Lil Future and had a picture with Michael Jordan. And the meme was something like, your dad raps about MJ and the Jumpman, but your stepdaddy introduces you to him. It was a major shade. Major shade on Future. Another football really. Can I just say I'm really excited that we're talking about football again. Like there's little tidbits here and there. But it's coming. And we're actually, not only is it our 50th episode today, it's also 50 days till college football. Boop, boop, boop. And SEC Media Day took place this past week. And, Mr. Saban had a few choice words, as always. But Alabama has no competition. I mean, my Huskies did great, but we were no match for them. However, you never know what may happen this year. We'll see if they're, next 13 drafted players to the league, leaving them with 13 more next year's drafted players to the league. I mean, it's just like an ongoing cycle over there in Alabama. Okay, that was a ramble. So anyway, Todd Gurley, talking about the Rams, he is actually really excited about the upcoming season and is loving the team's new offense under their first-year head coach, Sean McVay. So that should be interesting to see, right?
Right.
We also, I got to reach out to our girls over there at Sisters in Sports because of the Hard Knocks with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's starting up again pretty soon on HBO, August 8th. So that's going to be really good. God, we got Game of Thrones coming on pretty soon. I know, that's my nerd side. Game of Thrones is coming on soon. Then we got Hard Knock Life, a little football to add to it. I can't wait. There are some rumors that Aaron Rodgers is reporting that he's on the back nine. A little golf reference there for you guys, people. He's on the back nine of his career. Basically, he's hit that plateau, and he's just rolling down the hill right
But
now.
not Tiger Woods back nine.
Yeah, not Tiger Woods back nine, because then he'd be 6 feet under or something. And also our guy AP, Adrian Peterson, he is about to wreak havoc on the league for the Saints. They said that the 32-year-old is about to be running people down.
All right.
Hey, AP got body. I mean, he should be in the body issue every year.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
I've always been a fan.
And a little quick a little financial news brief. So 29 of the NFL teams, basically all of them minus the 3 that move, which would be the Rams, the Chargers, and the Raiders, all of the other 29 teams, they're going to be getting about $55 million each just off those teams moving.
Rams and Chargers will pay $645 million over a period of 10 years, and the Raiders have to pay $378 million, all based on the projected increase in franchise value. That's how it's determined.
That is so ridiculous. Oh my gosh. But hey, that's where the money lies, so we'll see if that where that money may go. Here's my thing, okay? You've known for a while that I love football. I love older school basketball, hence why I love the Big Three so much. And baseball's always been like, I went to a lot of games when I was a kid. I've always loved the Mariners growing up. Never liked the Yankees or whatever, because the Mariners always gave our good players to the Yankees. I called the Mariners the Yankees farm team for quite some time, because a lot of our players end up going over there. But this year, when I tell you, I felt some kind of way after the home run derby, because I think I've fallen in love with Aaron Judge.
He's 19.
Not so much like that kind of love, but as far as him being such like this massive, the size of him, his strength, his power, these home runs. I mean, home run derby, he was hitting. They would have gone to like 550, 560 had there not been a glass wall on that stadium in Florida. Them balls would have really, really flown.
He's the future of the MLB.
And it was effortless. It was effortless for some of his swings. I'm like, this dude is 8?
7.
Yeah. He's 6'7", and literally the swing he has, it's unbelievable.
And humble. The kid is humble.
Well, he's 19 too.
Right.
So.
He hasn't gotten a chance to get cocky yet.
He hasn't had a chance yet, but watch him. So he had, here's the deal with the All-Star, and I hadn't watched a home run derby. This is how good it was for me. I actually DVR'd the home run derby because I was that excited over it. You had Aaron Judge, you had Cody Bellinger, the other rookie from the Dodgers. You also had Giancarlo Stanton, who also was fine. He's like 6'6" as well. He plays for the Marlins. He was the winner last year of the Derby. So you had all these guys playing, so it was going to be a great game. Or a great Derby. You already knew that. You're watching it. The only I guess issue I have with it is that you got guys like Aaron Judge and Cody Bellinger, who was actually getting pitched to by his dad, Clay Bellinger, who used to play for the Yankees late 90s, early 2000s, and now is a firefighter in Arizona. I know, right? Firefighters? Oof. Anyway, so you got these guys all going at it. But the thing is that with how the Derby works is the first person goes and hits as many as they can. Then once that time is done, the next person goes and they just have to beat you by 1. So let's say the first person sucked and they got like 6. The second person only has to have 7. So in Aaron Judge's case, like the person before him had 10. Well, once he got to 11, he was done. So literally in the finals, when he went against Sanu, I think Sanu got 10. So Judge only needed 11, and he was done with 2 minutes left still. 2 minutes he still had left to hit. And, last year Giancarlo had gotten like 42 home runs, something like that, because the way that it was that he was the first person to go and somebody actually had to play against him. So it's kind of hard to be able to gauge how many home runs they could have actually ever had because, if you're only having to beat the person in front of you, it might not ever be that much. So anyways, I enjoyed it thoroughly. The All-Star game also took place for the Major League Baseball yesterday as well. And it was a tied game at 1-1 until my boy Robinson Cano hit a home run, single shot, and won the game for the AL. Fifth straight
I didn't get a chance to see it.
Yes, and he was the MVP, takes home a new car, and that's all they wrote. So the Mariners making a few moves. That was the first MVP they've had in a game since 2007. I honestly couldn't even remember who in 2007 won it. So that's a good fact check that if someone wants to look it up for and comment, that would be awesome. But anyways, that's going to be it for right now. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to come right back with Palmer Alexander and talk with him and chat it up and see what's new with Mr. Palmer.
Yo, what's good with it? It's Mr. Mike T, owner and founder of Naked Athletics Fitness Co. You say naked, I say why not? We going for muscle tone, muscle gains, diet plans, nutrition plans, any and everything to get you where you want to go physically and mentally. You can look us up at nakedathleticfitness.com, or you can reach me personally at 929-8791, or you can follow me, and that's on IG at Naked Athletics with an X, not a C, _ fitness team, or even Facebook at MZSTAMYK, and that's Mr. Mike. So contact me today so we can get you going. And remember, nobody stops you but you. And once again, that's 702-929-8791 or nakedathleticfitness.com. Contact me today. Let's get you going. Nobody stops you but you.
NTZ, in the zone, city to city, state to state, worldwide. This is the NTheZone Network.
All right, and welcome back to Girl Chat Sports. We are now joined with the legendary Mr. Palmer Alexander, the legend, KIL, 1L in kill, but kill still kills. Hello, sir.
Hello, boy. You say that better than I do.
How you not gonna just float off my tongue, huh? I practice in front of the mirror every night. Oh, what's up, Palmer Alexander?
Hey, what's up? And by the way, I am a dog lover.
Oh, shit. We got jokes today. I see how it is. That's cool. Well, I appreciate you because some people are not dog lovers and they get the doghouse. Imagine that. So,
hey, Steph, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing great. First of all, I'm glad to be on with you guys. You guys have been really turning up.
Hey,
Last
you are
show was
joining
really
us on
good,
our
man.
50th episode. This is the
Yeah.
Big 50.
Yeah, the Big 5-0.
So,
Big 5-0.
well, if you guys don't know already, we've run some of Palmer's, some of their taglines on the show as well for NTheZone Network. You've seen us post about them on Instagram and social media, Facebook, NTheZone Network, NTheZone Show. Give us like a real rundown kind of what's happening with you guys right now, what's on deck for the NTheZone Network, and some of the other shows you got going on.
Well, we're in the process of growing. We're always growing, and that's a good thing. We have the Angelo O'Brien show. It's a show about love and relationships, and I mean we all know what the world needs is love, right? Especially for the single people out there. There are struggles. And that's a great show. We have Rainey Howard. She does a show about spirituality, things of that nature. Nicole McBee, she's coming along with a show about finance and consulting. A lot of times, especially in the urban communities, we don't have these conversations about finance and being fiscally responsible, stuff like that. So, thanks to you guys too, with helping us grow. We was able to go in a different direction and then be able to add more shows with substance, and especially talking about things that are important in the community.
Gotcha. That's good. That's good. So, I know you guys are off right now as far as the NTheZone show. You guys got a date for coming back into it? Is there some stuff in the works right now for you guys?
Yeah, there's some big things in the work. We actually moving to a new studio in Midtown, and then we have another location out near West County where we're going to start doing some other shows. And, we're in the middle of expanding. Right now we're actually broadcasting St. Louis Surge Women basketball games, so we'll be airing those games on the NTheZone Network, so that's been keeping us busy. Imagine it's me and Arlington doing play-by-play in color. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's
I'd tune in for sure.
Hey, pretty soon you guys gonna be doing play-by-play in color. If you guys did play-by-play in color, I'd listen. That'd be some good stuff.
I don't think I'm the play-by. I think I'm the color commentator for sure. Like I'll have the jokes, the side stories, the non-relevant facts. Like that's my angle. The play-by-play I'll leave to Steph.
I'll be coaching from the sidelines.
Get her LeVar Ball on.
Yeah, so we got that we got that going with the St. Louis Surge. So we're looking to get it kicked back off season 3 in September. So not just that, but also work with Cecilia Towns down in Atlanta with gladiatorhers.com.
Yeah, that's
and
a girl.
And listen, expand her role. If you look at the NTheZone network, you see a lot of women, especially in sports now, they're doing some great things. And pretty soon, women are going to be the face of NTheZone network because a lot of these women are taking over.
That's right.
And shout out to Celia because she had another article published in ESPNW again, which we're that's just awesome. It's awesome stuff she's got going on there. We love her. So, yeah, well, we're excited for your guys' new season. I get to talk more shit with you guys around football because we all know you ain't got no team this year.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Hey, it's wide open. It's open season, and ironically, with the draft just taking place not too long ago, and the St. Louis Lakers fan base has risen like Lazarus.
Oh,
and now, they're printing Laker playoff tickets and whatnot, and I'm like, please stop it.
So, what are you guys gonna do then come fall? Like, do you have like a side piece team right now that you're working with? Like, is there, somebody on the DL that you maybe don't want to announce all the way, but just be like, listen, I'm going to cheer for you this year. It's going to be cool until my girl comes back.
Wow, Melissa, you trying to give me the kiss and tell, huh?
Just give me like their mascot. Give me their mascot or their colors. I'll figure the rest out.
Oh man, my side piece team. Many times you saw me with my Raiders hat on and my profile pics, though. But you know what? I think in the fall, actually, a lot of us in St. Louis are looking forward to Mizzou basketball. With Kwanzaa Martin, coming over for Cal, and he had pulled the Porters.
Yeah, I know. Porters are gone. Bye-bye. We're over it. We're over it. The Husky fan base is over the Porter drama. So good luck to y'all.
So there is something to look forward to in the fall. Obviously, it will not be Cardinal baseball. As they're a little bit stagnant right now in the very meek National League Central Division. Molina.
Okay, I was going to say, was there even one in the All-Star game? But okay, you made your point.
We Dodger fans accept bandwagons, by the way. You can join us if you'd like.
Yeah, it's always fun. It's this little thing too with the Cardinals and the Dodgers fans. No matter what happens during the regular season, we know who owns who come October, and it's always the Cardinals. Over top of the Dodgers. History has always proven that.
Oh boy. Oh, so there's been a lot. So right now we're all missing the ESPYs, and we hope that when I finally put this episode up and publish it, that we'll all be hearing about all the amazing stuff. But prior to us getting started, I caught some of the beginning of Peyton Manning's introduction for the ESPYs. This guy, he's got a good team of writers. He's probably like Kevin Hart. He's got a good team of writers. These guys gave him jokes. He was coming he came out at T.O. He came at KD. He had jokes about his own neck. He was cracking jokes about Ryan Lochte and his brother. So I'm definitely interested to get this podcast wrapped up so that I can finish watching it.
He had us rolling.
Yeah, we were rolling, so you definitely got to check that out. But what have you been watching? Like, what's going on out there? I know you're not too far from OKC, but the Big Three was out there, I think, last weekend, and that we've now gone through 3 weeks of Big Three tournaments. Have you been watching any of the games? Have you seen anybody stand out to you? I mean, what do you think about the tournament so far?
Yeah, I've actually, since I'm working a lot of hours and I catch the highlights on my YouTube channel because I subscribe to it, and every time when I'm sitting there watching this, it's just that the reality of 3-on-3 officially being accepted as as the new norm is going to be a reality. Not just with that, but just even in the Olympics.
Yeah.
So, watching some of these former great NBA players, that some of those guys, especially going back when you saw White Chocolate tear his ACL and you felt bad. You hope some of these guys can be able to hold up. It was good seeing Al Harrington still shooting like nothing, like nothing else ever happened. Those 7 for 18 nights with the 16 for 19 for the free throw line. and then, St. Louis's own Larry Hughes is also, playing in the 3-on-3. So I'm glad that the league is off to a great start. And I think having FSN broadcast the games gave it some instant credibility. And then, like we was talking off the line, I mean, with the Vegas thing really picking up with the NBA Summer League, the 3-on-3, having a championship there, man, I mean, this is the perfect time for it.
Most definitely. One thing you mentioned, the whole Jason Williams white chocolate injury. I was hoping and praying that my guy Kendall Gill would get picked up still, but he didn't. I'm like, damn, where's my boo? Like, even one of my friends was in OKC. The game was like, I was there watching the games, but I didn't see your boy KG. And I was like, because he didn't get drafted.
Tulsa. I heard they came out in droves in Tulsa. They got nothing better to do than to go watch a game.
I mean, cow tipping can only go on for so long,
Okay, Melissa, wait a minute. Kendall Gill, please, enlighten me.
So, clearly you haven't listened to enough episodes yet, but Kendall Gill is like a high school crush. I used to write Spanish papers about Kendall Gill and my life with Kendall Gill one day. And, they used to have these green versus gold scrimmages back when I was younger where the Sonics would play. When we had a team that, somebody else took away, we would have these inter-league scrimmages, inter-team scrimmages. And I remember one time I had my little brother go grab me Kendall Gill's sweat towel, and I hung it up in my bedroom when I was a kid, like for at least a year or two. Like, that thing collected dust.
So she still has it.
Kendall was my very first well, not my first. I mean, I always liked Michael Jordan, but Kendall Gill was my crush. Chris Webber for sure. Jimmy Jackson. So watching Big Three and seeing Jimmy Jackson as one of the broadcasters, I'm like all giddy. Like these are the guys that I was like, totally enamored with when I was a kid. But enough of Melissa loves basketball players. Moving on.
Your girl was getting hit on by some of the guys at the Big Three draft, is all I'm saying.
We'll just say that they were still married.
Why am I not surprised?
But come on, when we know you're married, let's be real, okay? Like, I know you're married. Why are you talking to me like that?
Try to ask her, where are you going to be next?
Not in your bed. How about that? So we've gotten a little off track, okay? Palmer, what do you have? Go ahead.
No, I'm going to also say, man, shouts out to my homegirl Kaylee with 100 ways, with the non-for-profit out there, man. I saw you guys doing it. That was real nice.
I actually had a great time over there, and I actually was going to get Kaylee on today, but we had you, of course. But I definitely want Kaylee to come on. I've already told her about it. I met a couple other good contacts while I was there. I actually have a video that I'm going to post probably later on. There's a 15-year-old girl out here that's a quarterback for the football team. This girl is banging. When I tell you she is the real deal, like everybody on the field at the football camp was just like, yeah, she's it. But she couldn't play because she's like on her third concussion.
Oof.
Oh.
Yeah, she plays hard. hard. So, but before we wrap it up, Palmer, give us your take on the upcoming football season. Like, do you see anything coming out as far as the rookies this year? Do you have like a special forecast in regards to anything as far as college football wise? And will you be playing in the NTheZone Fantasy Football League this year?
One, I have to play in the fantasy league because that was some. I would listen. The trash talking was just enough for me. Just listen to you guys trash talk and laugh. But I'm going to finally play some fantasy football with you guys in the zone. As far as the pros, I didn't watch much of the draft, but this much I will say coming to this next NFL season. The Oakland Raiders are my front runners to go all of the way. I think all of the pieces are lining up. Carr got the contract, and he settled in, and I think that Oakland has it all on both sides of the football. I know Steph, you thought going to say Dallas, but
right?
No, I can't.
We'll see them there. I mean, that's if Zeke can start and whatnot. They're still talking about his domestic violence issues.
Was that when he was rubbing on titties or something? Or
no, his ex-girlfriend.
Oh Lord, Dallas, man! Once you get drafted over there, shit goes crazy.
We take them all, criminal or not.
So no, go ahead. Are you looking out at anything in particular? Or is there something you got going on as far as if you had to go put down, $5,000 on the winner of the Super Bowl and the NCAA championship game, who are you putting your money on? And you can't say Alabama.
I would put my money on, just to make sure I win, it'd be Alabama football and the Patriots.
Damn. No, because the Raiders are going to beat them this year. That's the ticket. That's the ticket.
I would hope so. But, we're talking $5,000.
Yeah, I know. All right, Palmer, we really appreciate you coming by and celebrating the Big 5-0 with us. Please let our guests know where they can find you or find the Zone on social media.
Sure. You can find me on Twitter at NTheZone, and you can also find me in my personal Twitter at the legend KIL. That's whatever kill, but kill still kill. Hey, I post up every day, man. I'm really active on Facebook, Instagram, IG, Twitter. Going city to city, state to state. That's how we do it.
That's how we do it. Well, thank you so much. We will be in touch. I'm sure we'll have you again on when football season comes around, so I can start talking crap to you about your fantasy football team and whatnot.
Yeah. I know you're gonna take it easy on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, your horns are showing.
Always.
Well, thanks for joining us.
All right, ladies, thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
All right. Well, we really appreciate Palmer coming by. But now it's on to a little thing that Steph has enjoyed so much so far. Steph's Summer League experience.
Man, I've gotten a chance to go to 2 days worth of 8 hours of basketball, which is a little much.
Just for all of you that are listening that don't really know what Summer League is when the NBA comes to Las Vegas for about 2 weeks in the summertime, where they're rookies, they're the kids they just drafted, some of the guys that are still trying to get on a team will come out here and play. And not only is there a bunch of, wannabe gold dig. You got the new housewives of LA and Atlanta that want to come get them a new basketball player, but you also got all the coaches, all the scouts coming and looking at these players potentially for the upcoming season or to fill up their benches and stuff.
Yeah, trying to make the team.
And you get to see the number 1, the number 2, the number 3 picks. We had Lonzo Ball was out here. Markelle Fultz was out here until he got injured. Poor guy.
Yeah.
And your boy,
De'Aaron Fox and Jason Tatum. Man.
So talk to me. What's been going on?
So every day there's 8 games. There's 2 different places that they play. So there's 4 games going on in one stadium and 4
Thomas
going
and Mack and Cox Pavilion.
Right.
Which is nice. They're both right next to each other. They're on the UNLV campus.
Yeah. So you can just walk between the 2 of them depending on which game you want to see, and they start a different half hour from one another. But yeah, so they've been playing some really big games in the Thomas and Mack because it fits a little bit more people. But man, I didn't think, and I wanted to see the Lakers and the Celtics play on Saturday. And I looked at tickets Friday morning, and there was some, but I was like, do I want to pay $42 to watch some preseason, if you will, basketball?
Right.
And so I waited, and then like 2:00 in the afternoon, when I was ready to commit, they were sold out.
I heard that.
They sold out the Thomas and Mack because of Laker fans.
Because of LeVar Ball's big ass mouth.
So yeah, I mean, like every game that the Lakers have been playing, like the people are coming out in droves. I'm just saying, like, it is giving us hope for the future. And we've not had a lot to hope for in the last 4 years.
You know, it's funny because the critics, and I mean critics as in just the social media critics, were real quick right out the gate because Lonzo Ball's first game, I think he had 5 points. He was like 2 for 15 or something like that. And they're like, oh, hey, Lonzo Ball, great game. Congrats to your dad.
Right.
Well, then he comes back out against the Celtics, has a triple-double. I think it was like 11, 11, and 10 or 11, 11, 11.
Yep.
But the other guy, your boy from the Celtics, he actually had like 20 some odd points, and he hit the 3 last minute, which didn't win the game because they were already going to win, but it kind of like sealed the deal. It was a great shot, last minute shot.
It is really nice to see Jason Tatum play. He is amazing. Man, and to see him and Caleb Swanigan going at it, I felt special to see that in person, like 8th row or wherever I was. I was on TV, people. That's how close I was to the court.
Stephanie is officially famous. She had her 5 minutes of fame. Listen, this girl, I was like, wait a minute, is that? Oh, that's not good. Shoot. Should have had you in a girl chat shirt.
Yeah. Right? True story. Yeah, but you know what? I went to the Lakers game on Monday night. Pretty much everybody was out. Lonzo Ball didn't play. We've got a kid called Kyle Kuzma. He was our 27th draft pick, and he's balling right now, too.
Really?
Yeah, he had 31 points in one of the games, 9 points off the bench in the first game. But also on Monday when I went, there was no Josh Hart, there was no PJ Dozier. Both had sprained ankles. And then they also took Brandon Ingram out for the rest of the summer league because in the first game he had some leg cramping, and Magic was like, cut it off. He's not playing anymore.
Well, that's what's funny is that Markelle Fultz, my Husky, who got drafted #1 by the 76ers. We all know the 76ers history with their first-round draft picks, let alone their first pick of the draft, and the issues that come from that. Immediately in the first game, Markelle Fultz rolls his ankle, it looks like, sprains his ankle, and is having to be carried off of the court. Imagine every 76er fan in the world is like, are you
not again?
No.
Not
no.
again.
So he is actually okay. He just sprained his ankle, but he didn't come back for the rest of the summer league. He's done. However, what's funny is that when I'm looking through all my friends' Instagrams and posts, there's a pool party today. Guess who's the guest host? Markelle Fultz at the Link Pool.
Really?
And, this is, Girl Chat Sports way back in the day. Shout out to the guys we used to do a little show with back at the Link Pool. I'm like, is there going to be any wet spots? Like, is he going to have good shoes on? Because we need to take those ankles very serious. Markelle, if you ever listen to this, I hope you were very well protected around the ankles. And I don't know how else that sounds. But, so that was pretty interesting. But hey, Lonzo Ball got to debut the Big Baller Brand's ZO2 Showtime in Summer League. His shoes.
Man, I'm telling you, his dad.
How did the shoes look? Did you see LeVar? Was LeVar there? Did your teeth stand out at you? Did he have like halitosis?
He straight up said that he's going to be better than Magic Johnson. He's going to be the Magic Johnson of the future. Please.
There was another meme where it said, oh, Aaron Judge is good. Wait a minute. Lonzo can hit 600 feet. Hey, but you know what? Beyond all of the ball bashing, this kid just, he signed his first deal, so he's making millions now. You know,
Yeah.
he's got millions in his pocket, whether it was
Can't hate on that.
due to dad or not, or just, mainly dad pursuing the dream and actively having him, continue to work out and strive for that dream, I think is what's most important.
LeVar is good for the NBA. People
He's
want to
good for a
see the
sideshow.
spectacle.
He's good for a sideshow is what he is. Yeah, he definitely brings something to the game that we haven't seen since, like, Dennis Rodman.
Tell me that you want to watch the Lakers just to see what his dad says next.
No, I'll watch them on ESPN highlights. I am not watching Lakers games. Do you know what I mean?
We got a new kid on the team. He was our 42nd pick, and his name is Thomas Bryant. Oh. And so I was at the game, and they were calling him the White Mamba because his last name is Bryant. But he did really well in the first game on Friday night. He scored 10 of his 13 points in the first half. He had 5 rebounds and blocked 2 shots. You know what's happening is because our good draft picks haven't been didn't play on Monday because they were injured. They're giving an opportunity for other people that wouldn't have been able to shine to actually start. There's a kid from Texas A&M called Alex Caruso. He did really well for us as well, 19 points in the first game. And he wouldn't have had... Oh, and he gave it to De'Aaron Fox as well. So, he wouldn't have had an opportunity to do that if Lonzo and them weren't out. So I think it's really nice that some other kids are getting a chance to
spread the wealth a little bit.
Yeah,
So
show them what they're made of, getting an opportunity.
So, just in some other basketball news, I'm sure by now you've heard Paul George got traded to Oklahoma City Thunder. He's now joining forces with Russell Westbrook.
Man.
Not to mention, the West is getting packed. So you also got James Harden re-signs with the Rockets, got a 4-year, $228 million deal through 2022-23. First of all, A, can you imagine that we're actually saying the years coming up are 22, 23? That kind of scares me. But B, this guy now has one of the highest contracts ever for basketball.
It's crazy.
And you also got now the Rockets are literally working really hard and getting Carmelo Anthony to get traded too. So you've got potential to have, the West is going to be packed. You're still going with your Celtics. Not your Celtics, but that they're going to be pretty good on the East. But I don't know. The East needs to make some moves if they want to be competing this coming season, which so happens to start. It was announced today. The NBA season will start on October 17th of this year. So that should be interesting,
Yeah.
Also, shout out to a little Seattle hometown flavor, Jamal Crawford. He's only 55 years old, and he signed another 2-year deal for $8.9 million. Not mad at you. He's going to be with the Timberwolves coming up, and man, he doesn't age or apparently have aching bones like I do, because I don't know how he does it. Sheesh. Other quick news, the All-Star Game for the women's basketball starts on July 22nd, or is on July 22nd in Seattle at Key Arena, so that'll be pretty awesome for the basketball fans in Seattle. They've already named the All-Star starters. Sue Bird is the hometown girl from the Storm who's going to be playing, so that'll be pretty interesting. Real quick before we sign off, we had a couple of O moments.
Aw, my Dak Prescott.
He's such a sweetheart.
He met the family of William Durr, the Mississippi police officer who was killed in May's shooting. Mm-hmm. It was a really nice surprise for the officer's 10-year-old daughter, who's a huge Dak fan.
Oh my gosh.
And has always supported Mississippi State football. So it was really nice.
Yeah, they were
of him
huge Mississippi State fans. So that was
love.
awesome. Also an odd moment for Bruce Arians, the head coach of the Cardinals, the Phoenix, Arizona Cardinals, as you know. He revealed for the first time during an interview that he is now okay after postseason cancer surgery. So basically, he had coached all of last season with kidney cancer.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing? So we're happy that he's doing well. We're glad he's doing well, although I still want your Cardinals to lose to my Seahawks, both games. Okay? That's all. In some moments, Bobby Knight, Mr. Indiana, he is now being investigated by the FBI for allegedly inappropriately having contact with 4 women back in 2015.
Oh, boy.
That's going to be a sticky situation. And in my what the heck kind of thing, the rapper A$AP Rocky, yeah, I know. It's like, who? Is signing with Under Armour because he's athletic? No. For a multi-year deal as an endorser, which is interesting because I don't I mean, is he going to be rapping in Under Armour? I don't know.
Yes, he's gonna need to.
I don't know. And then a real quick shout out again. I know Palmer mentioned it earlier, but to our girl Kaylee. Sorry, for the 100 Ways nonprofit. She had a great youth football camp over the past weekend with special host Cameron Colvin. I got a great video that I'm going to post again later with Alyssa, who's this 15-year-old girl out here that's a quarterback. She was the only girl on the field. I'm telling you, I was so impressed. But I definitely want to show you guys her, and we definitely want to keep you posted out there for the future events. These are free football camps that 100 Ways nonprofit puts on. We'll keep you posted as to the next one. This one was already sold out before I had even gotten a chance to hear about it. And also, last minute little side note, Michael Jordan has now joined forces with Derek Jeter to buy the Florida Marlins, and that whole deal that they've been doing. Derek Jeter's been working on this for quite some time now. But now you've got Michael Jordan, the GOAT of basketball, and Derek Jeter, the GOAT of baseball, about to buy a stadium.
Well, hopefully that will help improve their record with some professionals.
I mean, at least they got Giancarlo. He's nothing bad to look at, that's for sure. Anyways, that's it for us, you guys. Stephanie, where can they find you?
On all social media platforms, S_Wash.
And you can find Girl Chat Sports at all social media platforms and on iTunes. So go check out iTunes. Find us, subscribe to us. That way you'll get the freshest, newest content downloaded directly to your phone on your iPhone, because we're Team iPhone around here. Or follow us on Podomatic, where if you don't have your iPhone, you can definitely check us out there, all at Girl Chat Sports. And you can find me at Seattle, the number 4_life, which is Seattle 4 Life.
Thanks for joining us on our 50th
Thank you
episode.
for the 50th. Woo! All right. Thanks for checking out another great episode of Girl Chat Sports. And remember, we don't have balls, but we know how to cover them. Until next time, guys.